Uh, this is all confusing. Okay, I'm trying to gather this all up inside my head, but nothing is coming. What? Hi guys, welcome back once again to Raw Reactions. Today we are going to make a reaction on riddles. Okay, it's all about riddles. Okay, there are some few riddles here that we are going to share our views on and then see if we can answer these kind of riddle. Okay, so let's head on to see the video and then let's see if we can answer any of these riddle. Okay.
Jailbreak. Jack is placed in a cell with a dirt floor and only one window positioned so high no one could reach it. The cell is empty except for a shovel. It's hot and dry there, but Jack won't get any food or drink anytime soon. He has only 2 days to break out of the jail. If not, he'll die. We know what you have immediately thought, but no, digging a tunnel is not an option as it will take more than 2 days. So, how should Jack escape the cell? What's your guess? Don't forget, you can pause the video to have more time to think.
Well, you have only 15 seconds to think about this, and then it's not that difficult. Okay. I think first of all, how Jack is going to be able to escape from this prison. He has a shovel. All he has to do is just pile up the sand near the window. Just pile it up until he can get to a place where he can stand on it and then get out of the window. Okay, so escape through the window by piling up the sand. So let's see if that's the correct answer from the riddle.
All set? Here's the answer. Well, the way out for Jack turned out to be a piece of cake. He had to use the shovel to make a pile of dirt under the window, climb on it, and escape from the cell.
Yeah,
Seriously, who secures prisoners this way?
quite easy, right? Yeah, that's definitely the only escape route for Jack. So let's head on to the second riddle.
All right, number 6. A stolen necklace. Mrs. Smith went to the police claiming that her vintage necklace was missing. The woman was upset. When the police arrived, they saw no signs of a break-in, no messed up locks, no misplaced doors. Only one window was broken. There was a total mess inside the house and dirty footprints all over the floor. Surprisingly, the next day, Mrs. Smith was arrested for fraud. Why?
Well, this one is a bit tricky. Huh. Okay. Miss Smith. Okay. But I think since there was no sign of forced entry, uh, no sign of forced entry. So how did the window got broken? I don't think I have any idea about this one. So let's move forward to see if there's a logical answer for this.
The police were sure that Mrs. Smith lied to them because the window was broken from the inside. If it had been broken from the outside, little pieces of glass would have been on the room's floor.
Wow, that makes sense, right? Okay. But I had a little idea about this. Yeah. Because the window was broken, I didn't know whether the window was broken from the inside or the outside. But they said there were no attempt of forced entry. So probably, yeah, that's a very good answer. So let's head on to the next riddle.
Number 5. Murder at school. On the first day of the school year, a geography teacher was murdered. The police had as many as 4 suspects. They were the gardener, the math teacher, the coach, and even the school principal. Yeah, I vote for the principal. Now, the sticking point was that they all had alibis.
Why does he say he's going to vote for the principal? Maybe a principal are always bad.
Gardener was cutting bushes. The math teacher was holding a mid-year test. The coach was playing basketball. The principal was in the office. Despite this, the killer was arrested immediately. Can you guess who killed the geography teacher and how the police solved the mystery? You have 15 seconds to find the killer.
This is quite tricky. But the thing happened on the first day of school. And the math teacher said he was having a midterm test. Wow, bastard. Well, I vote for the math teacher. So let's see if my answer was correct.
The killer was the math teacher. According to his
Right
own
to me.
words, he was holding a mid-year test, but the crime happened on the first day of the school year. He needs to learn how to lie better, don't you think?
Yeah.
Number 4.
Okay, that was a very good answer. I had this one correct. So let's head on to the next one.
A lonely man. A lonely old man lived in his house in the suburbs of the city. He led a quiet life. Perhaps he was a homebody, as he never left his dwelling for long. It was a midsummer Friday when the mailman walked by and called out for the man. There was no answer coming from inside the house. The mailman looked into the window and, oh no, saw the man in a pool of blood. When the policeman arrived, he found Tuesday's newspaper, 2 bottles of warm milk, and 1 bottle of cold milk. The next day, the killer was arrested. Do you know how the police found out who it was so quickly? What is your idea?
Well, huh. This is all confusing, okay? I'm trying to gather this all up inside my head, but nothing is coming. What? Phew. Who might have did it? You just well, the only person here is the news guy, the newspaper delivery guy. So, well, I'll vote for him, but I don't know how he killed the man. I don't know how. But I'll just vote for the that guy because he's the only person who saw it. I'll just vote for it. I don't know why, but I'll just vote for him. So let's listen to the reason, okay?
He knew that no one in that house would read a newspaper on Wednesday or Thursday. That's why he came only on Friday. Number 3. 2.
Well, I don't know. The answer doesn't. He knew no one in that house would read the newspaper on Thursdays and Wednesdays. Well, still doesn't make sense to me. So let's head on to the next one. Let's see if this one is going to make more sense.
2 pills.
All right.
A serial killer had a particular practice going. He kidnapped people and made them take one of 2 pills. One was harmless, the other was poisonous. Whichever pill a victim took, the serial killer took the other one. Then the scheme repeated itself continuously. Victims took their pills with water and died. The killer repeatedly survived. How did he always get the harmless pill? Good luck. Your time has started.
Okay. This doesn't seem right. Well, one pill is poisonous, the other is not. So how? But they always take it first, and they take it with water. So maybe the poison isn't actually the pill. I think it's with the water. Probably, I think it's with the water. So let's see what's the answer here.
Here's the answer. The serial killer was tricking people. The poison was in the glass of water his victims drank, not in the pill. Oh, that stinks. So unfair.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why you're killing people anyway? And you're also tricking them. So let's head into the next video, alright? The next riddle.
number 2, frozen windows. Once, on a cold winter day, a tragedy happened. John found his friend dead in his own house. John called the police and said he was just passing by Jack's house when he decided to drop by to see him. He had been knocking and ringing the bell for a long time. However, all was silent. Perhaps Jack wasn't at home. But John could very well see the light in the room through a frozen window. He breathed on the ice window glass and saw Jack on the floor. Unexpectedly for John, the police arrested him as the main suspect. Why? 15 seconds to go.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get my mind around this one. I think we just need to skip to the answer because I have no idea about this one. So what is the answer?
John hasn't thought his legend through. He wouldn't be able to unfreeze the window glass because it's usually icy on the inside. And finally, number 1, chemical.
How come I didn't think of this? Okay, well, I'm not supposed to know all, right? At least I'm just a human. So let's head on to the last riddle of the day.
Substances. A famous chemist was murdered in his lab. There was no evidence found except for a piece of paper with the names of chemical substances on it. On the day he was murdered, the chemist had only 3 visitors: his wife Mary, his nephew Nicholas, and his friend Jonathan. The police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know who it was? A little hint. Pay closer attention to the note.
Well, this is chemistry. Well, I love chemistry. So, who is the killer? The items are carbon, oxygen, nickel, lanthanum, and then sulfur. Well, I'm just going to guess, but looking at the chemical compounds here, I'm going to vote for Nicola. Right, so let's head on to listen to the answer.
The answer is hidden in the note. This piece of paper had a clue. If you combine the short names of the chemical substances on the paper, you'll get a name. Nicolas. Even dying, this man remained.
Wow, this is genius. This guy is a genius. Okay, he died, but I don't know, he died solving chemistry. Wow. This really good.
And a real chemist. Speaking of chemists, here's one for you.
Wow, so that's the end of the riddles. I don't know if you were able to answer like I did. Well, I think I had 3 or 4 wrong, 3 or 2 wrongs, I think. Well, they're pretty good. There were 7 riddles here, and I had 4 correct. Yeah, I think so. I had 4 correct. Probably it's good. You don't have to get everything correct, all right? In school, even if you are brilliant, you don't have to get anything correct so that you don't get a lot of attention on yourself. So if you like this video, let us know, and then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so if you like it, let us know in the comment section so that we keep making reactions on this kind of videos for you. Okay, see you in our next video, and then thank you for your time. Bye.